Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I'm sitting inside today. I'm still sick. I have a cold, and the pollution is so bad here in Nanning. It's like the middle of January, and it was cold outside, so the air just sort of sits. And I had smoked cigarettes for 37 years, so I got COPD. So a cold, COPD, and pollution. Just about killing me. Talking about smoking, Canada this summer coming up, 2018, the summer of 2018 is legalizing marijuana. Okay, well, the federal government says, yes, all you provinces out there, you have to legalize marijuana. And the provinces get, whoa, wait a second, how do we see if somebody's smoking dope and driving? How do we tax it? Who sells it? Who grows it? Where? How? What? Type thing. And it's a conundrum type thing. But you see, in the States, it's different. The states say, oh, Colorado, yeah, we want to smoke dope, man. Some Mary Jane, a fat fence post, And the federal government saying, oh no, that's illegal. That's a Schedule I drug. And the states are saying, well, but we want it. So it's exactly the opposite of what Canada is. Well, China. How do they think about this? Well, they don't. China does not allow marijuana to be smoked in the country, or a province, or whatever. They frown upon all drugs, and they've got a long history and reason for this. Back, they had the first opium wars, the second opium wars. They lost Hong Kong for 99 years, so 100 years of humiliation. All of this came about because of drugs. So they look at any type of drug differently than a Westerner would. Places like Amsterdam has a history of marijuana use. I think Norway now legalized all drugs, whether it be heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine, doesn't matter. See, and I think Canada and the United States are probably going in that direction. But what happens when you get caught in China with drugs? Well, as a foreigner living in China, you do not want to be caught with drugs in China. You do not want to be caught talking about drugs. You do not want to be caught discussing drugs. You do not want to be associated with people that talk or do drugs. Is there drugs in China? Yes. I live by the University of Guangxi, or Guangxi University. It's right next door to me. And in 14 years, I smelt marijuana 3 times. 3 times. I watched a kid walk down Ho Chi Lu, smoking a joint. I smelt it, and then because I knew what it was. I'm a Canadian. Of course I know what it smells like. But, you see, nobody else on that street knew what marijuana was. Obviously, because this kid was just walking down the street, smoking a joint. Not a worry in the world, because just nobody knew it. So it's so rare and unknown. Even my wife, I've discussed it with her vaguely, and she doesn't know the difference between marijuana and cocaine. Well, so the Chinese are naive about drugs because it's been such a taboo for years and years and years. Oh, back to the thing. So what if you get caught with a joint? Well, you probably go to jail. You're going to have a criminal record, and it's not going to be a good thing, because you're going to spend some time in jail. What happens if you get caught with a saleable amount of marijuana, say a pound? Chances are they'll take you out and shoot you. You'll get a trial, whether it be fair or not. And it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner or you're a Chinese person. If you get caught with drugs in China, you have to go under Chinese law. And there is death penalties for saleable amounts of drugs. and they don't distinguish between methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, opium, marijuana. They don't care. There's no difference in their mind. There's a drug law that says you can't do this, so you don't do this. So in the West, you can. Even if you get caught, it's a slap on the wrist. It doesn't matter if it's, oh, well, it's a disease. Yeah, right. Okay, being a drug addict is a disease in snowflake countries. Here, being a drug addict is probably a death sentence in the long run. Because if you get caught selling drugs in places like China, you're in big trouble. And chances are you won't be seen around the neighborhood anymore after you had your slap on the wrist, went to drug rehabilitation classes, and spent your 2 months in provincial jail or county lockup or whatever you want to call it in the States. Doesn't happen like that here. Here, it could mean your life. So anybody out there that's traveling to China or thinking of traveling to China, and you come from one of these countries where you can have a bag of weed in your pocket, don't bring it with you when you come. Don't talk to people about it when you're here, because they won't understand. And if you talk to the wrong person, they'll just rat you out to the police. And because that's the way they think. They don't want that here in their country. They've never had it in their country. Well, they have back in the day, 100 years ago or so, but the Chinese government has been really strict on this ever since because of the history of China with opium. So keep in mind, when you come to China, just say no. Another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Thanks for watching. Bye now.